Всем привет, с вами Найт, и сегодня мы продолжим проходить The Cat Lady. Именно в этой части, несмотря на огромное количество разговоров, мы наконец-то осознаем всю эпичность этой игры. Это заранее вам говорю, чтобы вы дождались этого.
What can you fix that life has destroyed?
Susan, death can fix nothing. But though we are both dead, I am not death. I might seem just like a strange old woman to you, but I'm just as powerful as gods. And I chose you, Susan Ashworth. I'll need you to go back and face 5 people. They're not ordinary people. They're very special, just like you, only in a slightly different way.
Итак, она не смерть, и наконец-то она сейчас нам сделает свое предложение, если вы понимаете, о чем я. Я неудачница, почему вы выбрали меня?
I'm a failure. Why did you choose me? Aren't you afraid I will let you down, whatever it is I have to do? Most days, it's enough of a struggle to crawl out of bed. I don't see the point in anything. I just want to disappear. And I hate everyone else because they know how to be happy. Everywhere I turn, there are people filled with hope and will to live. Or people so pitiful, they make me ashamed to be alive. I don't want them. There's nobody there for me. I am alone. I just want to vanish.
This is the very reason I chose you, Susan Ashworth. I know how you feel, because I felt like this myself for a very long time. You and me are very much alike. If you succeed, you will never feel broken again.
Она предлагает нам разобраться с 5. Кто же они? Кто эти 5?
Those 5 people, who are they?
The parasites. That's what I call them. They don't know each other, but their destinies are bound together. You will have to keep your eyes open and be constantly on guard. Those people will want to get closer to you. They might even pretend they are your friends, but don't let that fool you. They have nothing but cruel intentions. They'll want to hurt you, Susan. They'll want to kill you. As harmless as they might appear, parasites are the evil scum of the earth, and they all deserve to die.
Isn't my life bad enough without them?
Don't be frightened. You will have a great advantage over them. They don't know that you know. Do you understand what it means? You will become my hunter, serving punishment for their sins. A tool of destruction. A dark angel walking through the river of blood. You'll find your purpose in life, and you see for the first time how satisfying it can be.
But how will I recognize them?
There isn't a great deal of people in your lonely life, is there, Susan? You will know when you see them. Bring those deceitful bastards in front of me, and we'll make them regret for everything they've done.
Почему вы думаете, что я хочу вернуться?
What makes you think I want to go back? I finally did it. I killed myself. That's all I ever wanted. And yet, it turns out to be just another failure. I want this suffering to stop.
Dear, dear Susan, you don't realize that the suffering never stops, do you? It only gets worse. This place is a passage between the world of the living and the world of the dead. You enter one of these corridors and you never come back. but you don't cease to exist. You remain.
Вы хотите, чтобы я убил их?
Are you expecting me to kill them?
No, Susan, I'm expecting you to fight for survival. To do everything you can to defend yourself. I know you're not a murderer. Quite the opposite, actually. You're a good person. But I also know that you don't want to suffer. And those people will want to cause you pain. They won't hesitate. In the end, you might have no choice. Think of it as gardening. If there were weeds among the flowers, you'd pull them out, wouldn't you? You'd get rid of them without thinking twice about it.
I'm not really a gardening type, but I see your point.
I'm glad. And remember this, you are not the only victim. If you don't stop them, the killing will continue. Innocent people will die. You have the opportunity to make the difference. And a chance to save yourself.
Я не могу этого сделать, это слишком.
I can't do this. It's too much. Dealing with criminals is a job for the police, not someone like me.
Indeed, you are weak. That's why I have prepared a special gift for you. Immortality. You cannot die, Susan. You will always return to life no matter what happens to you.
What? This is the last thing I wanted. Please, can't you just let me die?
I've made the decision. As long as they are alive, you cannot die.
Это шантаж. Вы не можете этого сделать.
Blackmail? You can't do that.
I'm doing it for your own good. Anyway, you are in no position to bargain with me. You will either go and do what you have to do, or suffer for eternity. Forever unable to find your peace.
Что же? Это все просто странный сон. Я не верю вам.
This all must be just a weird dream. I don't believe you.
Susan, see this door here? Let's go inside. I want to show you something that will help you make up your mind. Follow me.
Что ж, наконец-то. Последуем за ней и посмотрим, что она нам приготовила.
Yes, it's you, Susan. Come closer. Say hello.
I don't want to look at it. Haven't I had enough yet? That body in the ambulance. Then the forest. But this place is... This is exactly what I was trying to run away from. I don't want to be here. Make it go away.
I assumed it would be wise to give you a little taste of the suffering you'd endure. I want you to understand that you can keep going long after you can't.
Что ж, я могу взять монтировку. Именно это я и сделаю. Я смотрю крест. Распята в полном одиночестве, именно в том месте, где все изменилось. Итак, я очень не хочу здесь быть. Ну, понятное дело, что никто не хочет быть в подобном месте, но, по-видимому, от сделки нам никак не уйти. И насколько же тут забавен этот фон, потому что он так меняется. Но не суть, конечно же. Итак, поговорим с ней.
Susan, it's time to make a decision. The parasites are coming, whether you want it or not. You haven't really got much choice.
Именно.
You must stand up for yourself.
Отлично, я сделаю, что вы хотите.
Fine. I'll do what you want.
Excellent. I'm glad you have put your trust in me.
I haven't really got anyone else.
You shall not regret this, my dear. Lights up.
Мы снова в доме.
We're back in the house.
Yes, but there is something else that must be done. You cannot leave my kingdom before a sacrifice is made.
What? Isn't it enough already?
Do not worry, my child. This is a mere formality I'm speaking of. The door to your world won't open unless you make a sacrifice of soul and a sacrifice of blood.
It doesn't sound good at all.
See those candles here? Just blow one out, and that's it. Like I said, it's just a formality. Then on your way out, you will have to shed a few drops of blood. Not much, just a bit. Enough to open the door.
How much exactly?
Don't be afraid. It's easy. Anyone can do it. Just a sharp scratch. Is that how you used to say it?
Что же, хорошо, я сделаю это.
Fine. I'll do that. Wish me luck, strange lady.
I do. When you leave my house, head to the field. That's where you should be. Goodbye, my child. I'm not going to be far. I've never been.
Итак, нам нужно задуть одну из свечей, чтобы принести жертву души. Задуй-ка какую-нибудь вот эту. Какая разница? Ну, попробую.
They left me no choice, Alice. Maybe one day you'll forgive me.
Что ж. Просто формальность, сказала она.
See how
Просто.
easy that was? Now, head back to the field. You've got a job to do, Susan.
Просто задай свечу, сказала она. Но кажется, мы только что лишили кого-то...
A lonely seashore.
кого-то жизни. Ну ладно, не суть. В любом случае.
What the? How did I get back here?
Понятия не имею, как я оказался здесь, но сейчас у меня есть монтировка, и с помощью монтировки я смогу отломать те самые доски, которые были в той сторожке в прошлой части. Итак, было очень-очень много разговоров, и на самом деле мне и говорить было не о чем. Тем не менее, эта старуха дала нам задание убить 5 паразитов, и пока они живы, мы будем бессмертны. Что есть очень плохо для нее, учитывая, что она пыталась покончить жизнь самоубийством. Но с другой стороны, такой-то шанс. Поэтому, естественно, очень интересно, что будет дальше. Так, захожу в эту сторожку. Не буду, наверное, долго думать и... Так. Ну и, собственно, используем монтировку. Отломай эти доски. Так. Попробую пошарить внутри. Там есть какая-то кнопка. Стоп. Просто небольшая ранка, сказала она. Каждый справится. Черт. Мы спустили какой-то механизм, и дверь открылась, да. Черт, насколько же это эпично. По-видимому, это и есть начало игры. Джеймс Вану. Черт, по-моему, это была одна из самых эпичных начал игр, которые я вообще видел. Госпожа кошек, либо кошатница. Вот на этом стоило бы завершить прошлую часть, но так вот уж получилось, что я не знал, что такая эпичность будет дальше. Так, глава номер 2. Второй, первый вдох.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human mind and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay, you probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes, I know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
She's awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's good to see you awake at last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Susan Ashworth. Я отвечу ему.
Susan Ashworth.
Hello, Mrs. Ashworth. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. I can see your brain functions just fine and there's no permanent damage of any sort. We've checked your internal organs and they're fine too. You're a very lucky lady, Susan. You might experience extreme tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Mrs. Ashworth. Please, don't try to speak. What did you say? Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
Would you like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
По-видимому, после принятия этих таблеток она выжила, и именно в этом, скажем так, и есть продолжение сюжета. Хотя при чем тут рука, но не суть.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way. I'm sorry. I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place. Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you'd done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million. I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
Да, по-видимому, так все и произошло. Такие-то монологи. Так, надеюсь, нам... Оу. Вау. Так, что это было?
Bad dream?
Ау. Да. Очень плохой.
Yeah, a really bad one.
I knew it. I could see as soon as I came in the room that you were having a nightmare. I guess I shouldn't have woken you up. What was it about?
Меня сожгло заживо.
I was burnt alive.
Actually, it reminds me of something that happened the other day. There was this woman on the emergency unit, and she really wanted to smoke, you know? But they wouldn't let her, of course. She wasn't well at all, not just injured, but not right in the head. She was on 10 litres of oxygen through the face mask. She had to stay in bed, she was told. But she wouldn't listen, of course, and as soon as they'd left, she lit up a fag. The whole room went up in flames, and so did she. I guess you didn't really want to know that, did you? That's just me and my big gob. Typical. I never know when to shut up.
Еще раз, как вас зовут? Хотя, мне интересно, что со мной
What was your
случилось,
name
но...
again?
I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? I always do that. So sorry, Susan. My name is Elizabeth. But you can call me Liz, like everyone else.
You're here a lot. Every time I open my eyes, I see you.
They make auxiliaries do crazy hours here. Seriously, I feel like I've got no life sometimes. I'll be here till the morning. To be honest, I keep coming here to hide. Please don't give me away. I just want to rest my legs for 2 minutes, that's all.
Что со мной случилось?
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then...
Я очнулась здесь и увидела вас. Не буду я рассказывать про ячменное поле, потому что это несколько странно, я думаю, покажется.
I woke up here, and I saw you. Can you now tell me who found me, and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you would sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter.
Yes. Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry.
Как долго я здесь? Или как когда я уже смогу пойти
When will they
домой?
let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
Вы видели эту мою дочь?
Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you, but then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
Maybe.
Сомневаюсь, что там есть что-то полезное, но тем не менее. Наверное, я просто...
I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up. Right?
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan.
Так вот, доктор Икс — это как раз-таки и последняя, скажем так, консультация с ним, и, возможно, он и есть паразит, хотя я не знаю. Готов говорить. 10 секунд пошло.
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
Откуда я знаю? Ну, да, он был отличным.
Yeah, I had a great dad. I have very fond memories of my father. He was always there for me, no matter what I did. He never got angry or upset. I suppose I never really gave him any reasons to be. I was a good child, not perfect. But then again, no one's perfect. Whatever made me try to kill myself, it definitely has nothing to do with him.
Where is he now?
He died 6 years ago. Cancer.
Do you miss him?
Of course I miss him. How can you even ask me that?
It's my job to ask these questions, Susan. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
Прекрасные варианты ответов. Так, отвечу, что была прекрасная мама. Почему
I
нет?
can't complain. My mum was great. She brought me up well. Me and her, we were like best friends, like soulmates. We did everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. When Dad first got diagnosed with cancer, it was too much for her. He kept pretending he was fine, but she just couldn't take it. Her heart gave up. She died quickly. My father kept fighting it. Another 8 months of illness and intensive chemo finally beat him, though. He thought he was unbeatable, but he wasn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
Что же, наконец-то у
I
меня
need to
есть...
get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
Конечно же, любой человек хочет уйти из больницы, но тем не менее, загляну под подушку. Там нет ничего интересного. Посмотрю на часы, 10:08. Так, еще раз. Угу. Нужны новые батарейки, потому что они сломанные. Стойка с перчатками. Взять перчатки. Взять одну перчатку. Возьму одну перчатку. Я не знаю зачем, но пусть будет. Так, у меня есть браслет и есть перчатка. Раковина. Подождите-ка. Посмотрю, что можно сделать с раковиной. Включить холодную, либо горячую воду, либо выключить воду. Не буду пока этим заниматься. И посмотрю, что еще тут есть. Список лекарств. Много успокоительных. Может вызвать галлюцинации и паранойю. Как странно, зачем они дают мне все это? Я не сумасшедшая, это уж точно. Если кто и сумасшедший здесь, так это тот, кто посадил меня на все эти лекарства без всякой причины. Ну да, она только что пыталась покончить с собой, а я могу взять цветок. Ну да, она не любит цветы, ни за что их не возьмет, особенно эти хризантеммы. Я даже нюхать их не хочу, поэтому... Пойду-ка я дальше и посмотрю, что у нас тут. Пациент номер 1. Анбертен, 35 лет. Она принимает много успокоительных и злоупотребляла наркотиками. К тому же она принимает метадон для замещения героиновой зависимости. Внизу страницы и заметка, гласящая, что она на самом деле частый пациент и остается здесь по собственной воле. Везет ей. Думаю, мне не просто будет покинуть эту палату. Я могу попытаться войти. И я смог это сделать. Странно, конечно, но... Часы. 11:40. Неужели все часы в этой больнице сломаны? Действительно. Я не могу использовать перчатки, я думал, на всякий случай их хотеть, но тем не менее. Я могу лечь в чужую кровать и посмотреть, что под чужой подушкой. Но тут тоже ничего интересного нет. Я не знаю, где сам пациент и тут ли он вообще. И поэтому я дальше пойду и посмотрю, что у нас тут. О, по-видимому, это проходная. Но я не смогу отсюда просто так выйти. Могу ли я позвонить,
Can I make a
пожалуйста?
phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used at the moment. Can you please come back in 5 minutes?
Говорит, что, конечно же, можете позвонить, но сейчас телефон занят. Можете вернуться в течение нескольких, скажем так, минут. Пропуск на имя Ан Бертон. На данный момент пациентки палаты номер 1. Похоже, она сама пришла в больницу, и поэтому ей позволено уходить, когда она захочет.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
К
Yeah? Well, maybe you shouldn't leave them out on the desk for everyone to see.
If you are looking for something to read, we have some magazines for patients here.
Thanks, but I think I'll pass.
Так вот, она не позволила нам взять этот пропуск, потому что говорит, что это конфиденциальная информация, на что Сьюзен ответила, что и поэтому вы выставляете ее на открытом месте. Но не суть. Так. Я могу осмотреть файлы пациентов. Взять, конечно же, я тоже не могу. И она говорит то же самое.
I was only going to tidy up.
Пропустить второй раз я это не могу.
Why did you dress up as a patient?
I just can't stand mess, that's all. And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Who's being sarcastic?
Ладно, не буду больше пытаться доставать эту медсестру. И здесь охранники, они не пропустят меня. Извините, где здесь выход?
Excuse me, where's the exit?
It's just down the corridor, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Can I see the discharge letter first?
A discharge letter? What for?
Some of our patients are under observation and aren't allowed out of the ward. For their own safety, of course.
It sounds like we're prisoners here.
It's for the patient's safety, ma'am. If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through. May I ask what your name is?
Я вернусь позже.
I'll come back later.
Please do, ma'am. We'll be right here.
Так. Возможно, я когда-нибудь отащу этот пропуск и притворюсь другим человеком. На это я надеюсь, поэтому я и не сказал свое имя. Возможно, это ничего мне не даст. И так. Пациентка из палаты 2. Так, но ведь я и есть пациентка из палаты 2, но попробую поговорить.
Hi, are you all right? Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. Please, just leave me alone.
Oh, I mean you no harm. I'm trapped here, just like you.
Trapped? I don't know. It's just so hard to think without it. But you're a stranger, and you're not one of those lovely nurses either. They look after me so well. I trust the nurses like I trusted my mother.
I just want to talk. I need your help.
Unless it's Mother who sent you. Was it her? Please tell me it was her.
Yeah, sure. I'm a good friend of your mother.
I miss her so much. I can't remember you very well, but you should know this. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Yeah, sure I do. Now, let me ask you.
What is it?
Oh, well...
What is my mother's name?
Так. У меня есть много разных имен. И я могу назвать единственное Ан Бертон, Элис. Остальных я вовсе не знаю, кто это и что это за люди. Я могу попытаться сказать Анны Бертон, но... либо Элис, точнее Алиса, но это не поможет мне, и, скорее всего, это будет неверным вариантом ответа. Поэтому...
Anne Burton.
No, that's my name. You don't know my mother. You little liar. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Надеюсь, что я еще смогу с ней поговорить, и когда найду ее, скажем так, имя ее матери, возможно, в ее карточке, например, которая лежала слева на столе. Для этого тоже нам что-то придется сделать. Однако, на этом я завершу эту часть, потому что она длится очень долго, и она была просто полностью наполнена одними разговорами, но тем не менее, надеюсь, что дальше будет еще интереснее и более эпичнее. Поэтому всем спасибо за просмотр. Если вам понравилось, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, увидимся в следующей части. Всем пока.